You're in the general vicinity, so you won't need to take a plane, train, or bus. Only students who need to get on Amtrak, maybe take a public transportation as a way of bus travel, or actually have to take a flight, you will receive a travel profile. And that profile will collect all the necessary information for us to book your travel. We will work with our travel agents to basically get you to and from the airport, and then once you get to the airport, to and from the hotel site. And we can't wait to meet and greet you for your specific weekend. All of us will be there. It will be a grand affair. And also, as we get closer to September, we want to make sure you have the tools and everything you need to feel comfortable to attend orientation. So we'll have those travel prep webinars just to make sure you know the who, what, where, when, and why, emergency contacts, how to get from point A to B. If you have a bus pickup, where is it going to pick you up and what time? We want to make sure you're well prepared to make this event successful, right? And parents, if you're on the call, we have your students. We do this we do this in our sleep. Trust us with your children, trust us with your scholars. We will get them to and from. For some of you, it will be your first time on a plane and you don't have to pay for it. So embrace the experience, embrace the journey, and let us help you kickstart your academic career. So we'll talk about this so much more as we get through the summertime, and you'll start to get information from FSP Travel at uncf.org as we get moving. But thank you for just listening again. Congratulations. And I'm going to pass this back to Rye.
Thank you, Justin. So let's get into how you can secure your scholarship to ensure that you receive your award in the fall. So first, it is important to remember that the deadline to make a college decision is June 30. So for my scholars who still haven't really determined where they're going to be enrolling in the fall, you must make that decision by June 30. Also, your high school transcript is also due in the Scholar Portal by July 16. July 16. Without these two things, we cannot secure your scholarship. And although we know that some of you are attending the summer break sessions at your campuses, the Fidelity Scholars Program does not cover the cost of these programs. Your funding will begin in the fall. So remember, June 30, college decision day deadline. July 16 is the final high school transcript submission. Next slide, please. So how do you and what should you do when you're submitting your high school transcript? It is important to note that we cannot accept any images, photos. While it is easy to just quickly grab your phone and just snap a pic if you got the physical copy, we cannot accept it. It must be a PDF format. If you have an iPhone, the cool thing about this is you can scan documents on your phone and save it as a PDF and upload it that way. But just a reminder, no images, no screenshots. It must be a PDF document. Also, it is also important to ensure that your email is not full so that you're receiving all of FSP's communications regarding high school transcript submission, know before you goes, orientation, all of the communications, and then making sure that the email that you provided us is active. Now, if you have to change this, that is okay. Just let us know by emailing the FSP Student Services at uncf.org, and we will be glad to get this changed in the system to ensure that you are on the list of scholars to be communicated with. Now, I'm going to pass it to Leslie.
All right, everyone. So we are nearing the end, but not quite yet. I want to leave you with some takeaways. So in today's presentation, you learned the role of your college success coach. We established the importance of maintaining responsive communication with your college success coach, but also with the Fidelity Scholars Program. On top of that, you got the inside scoop, or we scratched the surface a little bit about the resources and support that you will receive in the Fidelity Scholars program. You also got to meet who's who on the Fidelity Scholars program team. And lastly, we introduced you to save the date for the new scholar orientation. All right. So a lot of exciting things are happening, and the way they say in my alma mater, what starts here changes the world. I promise you, as a Fidelity Scholar, so many opportunities are going to open, and we're so excited to have you a part of this journey and for us to guide you. So I'm going to move on to the next slide, where I will introduce the second Know Before You Go, dollars and cents, understanding your Fidelity Scholars Award. I know many of you are feeling anxious or concerned or have questions about how much money will I receive, and because a big part of college is paying for it. But do not worry, we're here to give you that information. All right, so next week on Thursday, June 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central Time, and 5 p.m. Mountain Time, we will discuss the in and out of understanding your Fidelity Scholars Award. So make sure, if you have your planner, go ahead and make a note. If you have your phone, take a screenshot. Set a reminder on your phone, because we can't wait to explain how your Fidelity Scholar Award works. And now I'm going to move it to the next slide. So if you have questions or concerns, what we want you to do is email fspstudentservices@uncf.org. So like I said, if you have your notebook or your pen and pencil, go ahead and take a note of this email. This email is pivotal to, if you ever have questions about anything, this is the place to ask your questions. All right, we will get to you as soon as possible. So take a screenshot, make a note, take a picture. This is the email that you need to ask your questions to. All right, and you will get answers.
Real quick, I forgot to mention that when you are submitting your high school transcript, it must display your full name, so your first and your last name, on that PDF document that you submit. And I believe Justin has something that he wanted to also say before we move on.
Yes. Justin, would you like to share?
Yes, everybody. So I failed to mention one key component. I want to be very clear, regardless if your school is 1 mile away from the orientation hotel or if you're flying 2 or 3 hours away, everyone will stay at the hotel. It's going to be a grand time, and we cannot wait to link all of you together. So the expectation is that everybody comes to stay at the hotel. And I see some questions in the chat about orientation. We're going to give you the who, what, where, when, and why coming soon. Stay tuned for the next email. However, all of your questions will be addressed. Thank you so much. And let's hear these great questions that I know you all have to offer.
Yes, but before we quickly do that, I want to pass it on to Raye, because she is going to finish it off with something that requires something of you. Raye?
Alrighty, next slide. So as we come to a close, and before we begin questions and all you people try to trickle around, pull out your phone and scan this QR code, and please complete this survey to tell us how we did. We want to hear from you. Your feedback is really important, and it allows us to make improvements for the next cohort or in the future as we continue more webinars with you. So please complete this survey. You should also be able, if you aren't able to scan the QR code, there will be a link in the chat that you can press in order to take the survey as well. Please. Now, questions. I know there were some people in the
Looks like Dolores has her hand up.
Okay. All right, you're ready. So I see Dolores.
Hi guys, I have one quick question. Good evening. On the website, to change my school, how do I change it?
That is a great question. So what we'd like for you to do is do us a favor, send that change and make sure your new acceptance letter is attached in the email. Send that to contactfidelity@uncf.org, and they will take a moment and make that change for you. But again, make sure that the new acceptance letter is attached, and we'll make sure we handle that.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ray?
Hi. So I wasn't able to join on time because of some technical issues. I was wondering, does that still count? Because I know these are required meetings. Is there any way I can make up whatever I didn't hear about, or?
Yeah, email us at fscstudentservices@uncf.org and we can follow up.
Okay.
Thank you. Adriel?
Yeah, so about sending our final transcript, does it have to be official or unofficial to put in the portal?
So if you could just, you're speaking of your high school. Once you get that final high school transcript, when everything is done at your registrar's office at your institution, you can send us over. Most of it could be unofficial or official. We just need to make sure that your name is on there and your graduation date is very clear. That shows and proves that you have graduated.
Has stopped.
In the spring going into summer of 2026.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely.
Emmanuel Conrad?
Hi, so I recently had a name change, and I wanted to make sure that got through to you guys.
Yeah, shoot us an email at at contact fidelity at uncf.org and we can help you facilitate that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hugo?
Yeah, could you repeat the email again? It's contactfidelity@uncf.org, right?
Contactfidelity@uncf.org.
All right, thank you.
And everyone, we know there's a lot of emails flying around. There, different teams and different things that different teams handle. So I know we're throwing a lot of different emails, but again, for those updates, for transcripts, for name changes, please reach out to Contact Fidelity to make sure all the administrative things are taken care of before we get farther into the program.
Thanks for that, Justin. Paige Morris?
Hi, I saw that the orientation was the 25th to the 27th, but my school's orientation is on the 26th.
Of September?
Yeah. Oh, no. No, sorry.
Yeah, so the Fidelity orientations are all in September.
Okay, sorry, I was mistaken.
No worries. Thanks for your question. Yabeline?
Hi, I was wondering.
Did I say that right?
It's Javeline.
Okay, Javeline. Hi.
Hi.
Good evening to you.
Good evening. I was just wondering, do I have to resubmit my FAFSA summary?
If it has changed, absolutely. But if what you sent us before is still current, we will get that information from your institution as it gets time to prep your scholarship. However, if there has been some changes, you can definitely feel free to submit that to Contact Fidelity. Absolutely.
Okay, and then because I have not changed the institution, do I need to resubmit my acceptance letter as well, or do I just leave it the way it is?
No. So if you have already submitted, if the school that's there matches and you've already submitted us an acceptance letter to that institution, you're good to go. If you're not sure, you can always send it just to make sure, and our team can double check to make sure your funding will be routed to the correct institution once we get closer to the school year.
Okay, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All right, Sanaya.
Hi, this is pertaining to the internships. Are they paid or unpaid? And is it an internship for your major or just an internship for Fidelity in general?
Was that a question in one of the breakout rooms? I need a little more context. Are you talking about in general about how to search and get internships?
Yes.
Yeah, so we have some programming throughout the years, what we call power hours, where we help our scholars with preparation to apply for internships. resume reviews, interview prep. However, there are opportunities to apply for internships through Fidelity Investments directly. That information comes a little later throughout the year as those opportunities become available for students. Many of those internships that you will learn as you get to college or based on academic year or experiences and majors. However, we'll have a number of workshops throughout the time that you can learn more about how to obtain internships and what it means to get and apply for internships with Fidelity as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a great night.
Jamari?
I got a question regarding the transcript. Okay, so what if we just graduated and our school has our graduation year but not the date? Can we submit our diploma showing that we've got graduated and got the transcript?
Send us what you have, and we will let you know if it will suffice.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
Lily?
Hi. I was someone mentioned that real ID. That is so important. We found out this week, a student graduates, and a lot of students now are graduating without a driver's license. So you can go and get a government issued ID from your government, but you have to fill out an application, have proof of residency. In Washington, D.C., you have to have a copy of your parents' driver's license. So I just wanted to remind people that real ID is important. Get it early. Don't wait until the last minute, because you get to the Department of Motor Vehicles and they spring on you that you need another piece of paperwork that you don't have. So whoever brought up the real ID, good job, because that is very important for graduating high school seniors, especially, to get real government ID sometimes for the first time.
Thank you so much for that, Lily.